The notes we got from Octien say that you were employed as Ventrinio's assistant in his secret laboratory.
Yes.
You were with him in Alabastra when you died, but the notes weren't clear on what happened. I'm sure the two of you have so much catching up to do.
I have to catch up to his neck and slit it. He will answer for my death!
Just make sure he lives long enough to get us into Alabastra. Once that's done, it's none of my business.
Well, I can torture the truth out of him. Tell me more about it, Ventrinio.
He's a worm, but a useful one. Octien took quite a risk setting him up in Cluracan. Must have made a lot of deals to keep him safely hidden away.
What can you tell me about the island?
Dannestar is almost perfectly defended. Ventrinio could keep an army off of its shores. Good thing we found another way there.
Yes. And that way shadow walking, isn't it?
Secret fey paths through elemental darkness? Magic like that should be closely guarded. Imagine how powerful it could be.
Imagine. Okay, let's go.
Of course. This is bound to be informative. I'm just disappointed I never had a chance to see the original Well of Souls.
Well, you can go to the ruins.
I believe our new friend has a disturbing path of living shadow to offer you. By all means.
Santa!
Make it quick. This island is a perversion.
Do you know what? I like perversion.
This island smells like death. Stay behind me.
Okay, I'll watch your ass.
Whatever that gnome's been up to, it looks like he's made a few enemies in the process.
Oh, that's the best that's happened to me in the whole game. So funny. Okay, let's level up. Last time I leveled up and I didn't make it to Alabastra. I knew I wouldn't. I fucking knew it. Yeah, let's go with lock picking. So I guess I don't have any choice but to put my points here. Yeah. At least that will make it harder for them to kill my ass. Confirm. That's it. I have become locked in level 40. Let's move. Should
Just
I
as
go
you-
there? What's that place? Maybe I should go.
Who's thought? Ventrinio used the same wards from their old lab. This'll be quick. Follow me and be careful. The Laz are coming from somewhere in here.
Sons of Laz. Why would they be sons of Laz? But who is Laz? I'm guessing it's the boss there.
This is no social visit. Keep your wits.
Okay.
The energy from the Well of Souls is overwhelming.
Damn it! What's wrong? And why are there so many Laz?
That's a good question. Which one?
Sounds like our rat is caught in a trap. I'm sure he'd be happy to help whoever saves him.
Whoa! Where the fuck is him? He should be here. What is going on? What the that shit. Okay. Guess
Feeling
I need
homesick?
care to advance the plot.
Careful, or we'll get trapped up there too. Here's where we part ways. I'll stop the lads at the stairwell. You get upstairs and retrieve Ventrinio.
Right.
I'll hold this staircase. Move!
Yes, ma'am. Okay. What a bad idea. Holy crap.
A new source of power? What sort of nonsense is this? If anything had come in here, my detection spells would have... Wait. Who's down there? Show yourself.
It's me, Ventrinio, and you know your former assistant. My pay was overdue, and I came to collect. Your soulless. Okay. Last remains. Okay, let's read this. The whale does a possible job of recreating a subject's flesh and sinew, but I'm having a monstrous time properly catching the since early successes back in South will have proving difficult to reproduce. Also, I can't be sure if it's a result of more powerful magical sources, of any of the dozen of other problems that came with the shoddy construction of this damn tower. Our best results come out as little more than sons of lass, just like the old rhyme. These ex-soldiers shamble and moan much like other unfortunates who have borne that crude epithet, but rather than a result of inebriation or insanity, these half-dead beasts simply don't have a functional mind in their skull, or perhaps they are missing a soul in their hearts, or spleens, or whatever the damn things are supposed to be. Further testing is required, as at least they keep the locals away and they feed themselves often on each other. Okay. I don't think I need to take that, do I? Let's take it, why? Genius talisman, let's say. Why is that? Well, it is. But not good enough. Let's move upstairs.
Damn it all! I don't care who you are. Get up in!
Me read the freaking page. Okay. Let's see who's... this was Octavianus. Allow me to express my deepest regret for the firm's verdict on your imminent sentence. Believe me that I argued most stridently on your behalf, and not merely because I had invested in the work of you and your colleague Mr. Hughes. I think we both agree that in the pursuit of science, we must forgive minor missteps when they are followed by great wit. But alas, my colleagues still hold... Where is that? Still hold quite provincial views on the subject of necromancy, and so your fate was sealed. But perhaps there is another way. Tomorrow morning, your executioner will arrive to escort you to your cell, but after a small donation, I have seen to it that you shall be delivered not to your eternal rest, but to the discreet caravan outside of Edessa. From there, a moderate price has seen to it that you and a certain sets of notes salvaged from the evidence against you shall be delivered to Chloricon, where a truly monumental price has been paid to construct a new laboratory for your work in a discreet location. I trust you appreciate the depth of my investment in your work, just as I trust you you shall return a great dividend to your one and only master, Octavius. Alright, let's go. Well, you must have a fortune, Octavius. Dispose of the dead bodies of his father.
This is what I get for using all those soldiers. I should have let them keep their souls.
Oh. Is there anything worth stopping for? I don't really care about fighting. Not these enemies. It's no challenge. I don't see any. Okay, upstairs. What a filthy place.
Lieutenant, hurry! Before the whole well starts to collapse.
Ah, another one. The new assistant. Oh, this is about me. Again, you old friend. I don't know when you found this new assistant, but he's an absolute godsend. I may have expressed doubts when you said a single helper could take the place of an experienced lab staff, but she's proven more than capable in every area. Lab work, research collection, even the repelling of any fake curious enough to come to the tower. In every instant, he's met every challenge with a steady-eyed flair. I've tried asking how he got his remarkable training, but he loves to talk about his past. In fact, even casual inquiries are rebuffed with no small degree of menace. I know you paid a fortune to hire him from whatever source you use, but are you absolutely certain he can be trusted? Still, it's a moot point. I would hardly be able to continue my work without the help of this marvelous assistant. So much so, in fact, that I've taken the liberty of attuning him to the well score. So just in case the worst does happen to him, there's a chance I could bring him back for future work. Even if he came back as a simple lass, he would surely be twice as skilled as a Norman man. So we were awesome even before we were the faithless one. Holy crap, I almost turned down that. Alright, let's go. But what is our past? So I do not know about our past. How stupid is that? No! It was almost there. Okay, upstairs. I want to see his face when he sees me. Hello, Ventrini, old friend.
Took your time, didn't you?
Look at that.
Damn it. Ever since the Baylor was defeated, the chaos magic sent the well off its alignment. You show up, and now the Laz are... Wait. What? It's you? You're alive. But I saw you die.
hot, that hot. Last triumph. Fresh. Who are you? I know who he is, but let's ask what he says.
I'm Ventrinian, of course. Don't you remember me?
No.
You were my assistant here at the Well of Souls. You were going to help me change the world. But of course, that was before you died.
What do you know of my death?
It was terrible. You were the best assistant I ever had. Who else could have helped me get into Alabastra? Who else had that ambition? We got more than enough Prismere, but you wanted to track down the power source, even if it meant sneaking right under Gadflow's nose. I spent days trying to recover your body, but I never expected to find you alive, or for you to return. Speaking of which, how did you return anyway?
Well, let's ask first. So I died in Alabastra, the capital of Gadflow.
Of course you did. You went there to steal Prismere to power the well. You wanted to go after the source of the Prismere itself. You went off, geared for war, sneaking into Baal itself. You damned fool! I had a better chance of bringing you back from the dead than I had of changing your mind. But I wasn't able to do either.
Aha. Well, you just brought me back. By chance, I would say.
What? That's impossible. You were attuned at this well. You've never even set foot in this land. Ha! Hughes is a joke. He doesn't have the stomach for this one. Don't try waking the dead if you're not ready to make a few corpses, I say. But the well is coming down around us. Quick! I've got to slow the energy and shut this thing down. And don't... Oh, damn it all. Here they come. Hold them off. The Laz are here. Hold them off while I try to stop the flow of energy to the well.
Well, it went to hell. Talk to Enginio, alright. Well, what do you know? Enginio is not such a bad fella. I was mistaken. And he's a mage, even better.
Talk with this old fool before I lose my temper.
All my work gone. Damn it all! But at least we're still alive. Once again, I triumph over death itself.
Yes. Can you help us get into Alabastra?
Going back into Alabastra. Well, I still have a way in, but it's more dangerous now than the last time we went. I'll need more Prismere if I'm to rebuild the well. And I suppose I owe you something for saving my life. Perhaps this talisman can help you. It's a little something I salvaged from the debris. It might just help against whatever killed you the first time.
Yeah, I wonder what that was. So, how did you get into Alabastra?
We got in with a little help, of course. See, it's all because of Callus Dren, the defender of pride. In his house, no one can stand before him. None can even approach, unless you have my little secret.
Yeah, I have tasted his blades once or twice. What is that secret?
Patience, patience. You'll have it soon enough. I'm going to have to dig it out of the rubble of the tower. Go to the field of Huber, and I'll meet you there. And if you value your life, do not approach Dren.
Yeah. Holy crap, he has a lot of information, so let's start digging it out. Tell me about the Well of Souls.
The Well of Souls is a noble project. Yes, sacrifices have been made. Laws have been broken. People have died. And they will continue to die. Don't you see? That's exactly what I'm trying to prevent. How many have died in this war? Thousands. The bodies are shoulder deep in the battlefields, but for trying to cure it, they call me a monster?
I agree with him. Tell me more about you.
My name is Ventrinio Dessalini, and I am Professor Emeritus Abscondus of Post-Mortem Studies at the Edessa University.
You were?
Of course, that was all before I began work on the Well of Souls. Such an important undertaking doesn't leave much time for other pursuits, you know.
Yes. Why do you need prismia?
We needed tremendous quantities of prismia to fuel the well, but it's almost unheard of outside of Alabastra, so we had to sneak in to gather our own.
What is your relationship with Octavianus?
Octien, the man lacked vision. Can you believe all he wanted was his own personal immortality machine? Such a narrow-minded goal for a Templar. Still, he wasn't squeamish about what had to be done in order to develop the well. I suppose he paid well, too, if you'd consider that any reason to pursue the sciences.
Well, I'm liking him more by the minute. Tell me more about my death, although he apparently did not witness it.
You don't remember it? Well, why dredge up the past? After all, you're fine now, aren't you? You're not the type to hold a grudge, right?
I just need to know who I was, and yeah, he didn't kill me. I got myself killed.
You were my assistant in the well, and a damned good one at that. Octien hired you personally, said you were especially resourceful, and left it at that. I didn't know anything about you before you worked for me, and I knew better than to ask.
Do you remember anything, my friend?
You didn't like talking about yourself. Actually, you didn't like much of anything. Honestly, you were a terror to be around. But you've changed.
Is the
I can
damn?
tell. Before you died, you would never have been this diplomatic. You probably would have knifed me for answers by now. Oh, speaking of which, you left this in your room before you died. Take it.
Yeah, now I hold mages on higher regard than before I died. What are the lass, or what is lass?
Partial successes at best. They remember how to fight, but that's about all they're good for. Named them after an old nursery rhyme. Damn things are always moaning all the time. I thought it might shut them up to give them a name.
Tell me about the region.
A horrible, messy, ugly place. Too dark to keep bodies preserved and too hot to keep them from stinking. Oh, to be back in a cave and a tear.
Tell me about your competitor.
He wasn't fit to hold my crucible, much less carry on my work. He could barely even stand to cut open a warm corpse for study. I can't imagine the reason you came back in his well instead of mine. Probably some freak attunement transfer.
Probably. What is the House of Pride?
Arrogant fools, all of them. At least we could sneak past them when they were overconfident. Now that the army's at their gate, they'll be watching for us.
Tell me about their leader.
Gadflow's got an empire built on Prismir. Think of all the power he's sitting on. And he's wasting it on swords and bows.
Aha. And what are the Fargorta?
Simple bone soldiers, easy enough for any decent mage to build and animate. They're not really alive any more than a puppet is.
Great, now I can sleep easy at night. Tell me about Dren.
Dren, defender of
Ah,
pride.
yeah.
One of twin defenders, quite powerful in their homes. But did you know they were also entirely immune to each other's powers? And it seems the defender of valor quite disappeared when her house fell. Imagine how useful she would have been if she were here today.
Yeah. So, tell me about your field of studies.
We were in Alabastra, and
What?
I never thought it'd be dangerous. At least, not very. Oh, don't give me that look. Accidents happen. You can't make an omelette without leaving a few corpses.
Tell me more about my death, apparently.
Fine. We were collecting Prismere in Alabastra. We needed it to power the well, of course, and you got a wild idea to track down the source of the power. I tried to stop you. I really did. But you decided to sneak into Amethyst, and I wasn't about to get killed along with you. I spent days trying to get your corpse back, but to no avail. Much as I hate to admit it, I should thank Hughes for succeeding where I failed.
It was luck. He didn't succeed twice, only once with me. So, tell me about the island.
After an unfortunate incident with the Templars, Octian decided to move my work someplace a little further from the public eye. We both felt that an island in another land behind the front lines of a war might just be far enough from prying eyes.
And you were correct. How do you know the woman?
You mean your deadly little shadow? I know her type. All smiles now, but it's just so she can get close enough to stick her knives in you.
Well, if it feels good, I'll let her do it. What do you know of the bullshit weaver?
I know the type. Lucky youth, peaked early, then crawled into a bottle and waited to die. I'm impressed you dragged him away from that bottle, but I wouldn't expect him to do any heavy thinking.
So, what can I do to help?
Just go to the Field of Humor and wait for me. I'll meet you down there once I can find this damned essence.
Okay.
Get going, and remember, don't go near Dren until I get there.
Yes, yes. He has killed me twice today. I don't want to let him do it again. So where do I have to go now? Let me see what quests I have left. Main quest. These are all there. This one. I remember. I cannot do this. Not do this. Not. Okay. So let's go there.